There we go. Good happy Monday. I don't know what's going on yet. Words are hard. My goodness, it is Monday and I am here. I had the weekend off. That being said, um that means I did a lot of other stuff. I'm trying to. Okay, so today, Divine Instinct. We're still working on 310. I have four more columns, so a lot more stitches left. Let's see what's going on. What's going on this week? Thursday, I won't be streaming. Um, I have a doctor's appointment where my doctor gets to be disappointed that I haven't gotten my blood work done, and I get to tell her, well, if you can make my insurance better, I will gladly get my blood work done. Let's see. I got all kinds of stuff done this weekend. I finally started. I cleaned my tool area. So I invested in some electric scissors, which are like the coolest thing ever. Um, because I had a lot of cardboard over the past year and a half. I've bought canopy tents. I've bought some larger craft supplies and vending things, so they came in bigger cardboard boxes, and they didn't fit in the little trash thing, and I got distracted and stuff like that. So in the course of a year and a half, I have learned that larger ice dyeing pieces, or even the smaller ones, if you surround them with cardboard, it holds the ice in, so it can actually like do the job you want it to do. So I'm gonna be soaking some Ada cloth and folding it up and doing some ice dyeing here soon. I just gotta get to the next bump. So I got all the cardboard all cut up. The stuff that I could use, I put in a box. The stuff I couldn't use did get put in a contractor bag, and that just, it kind of spread to me cleaning my tool area, which was like, there was cardboard everywhere, there was drywall everywhere. It was a hot mess. There was nails and screws and things I had taken apart, and it was a mess. But over the course of this weekend, I got it all done. So that was a pretty big accomplishment. I was very proud of myself. I also, and this is even a this isn't even a bigger accomplishment because this is a step I hate in the building process. I've started fixing my drywall mudding issues. So about 10 years ago, and I shit you not, over 10 years ago, I had friends come over and help me hang drywall in my hallway, which it's very narrow but very tall. And I started mudding and sanding and whatnot, and then I just stopped because I hate mudding and sanding. And I I keep looking at the hallway. I keep wanting to put art up, and I keep looking oh, hey, that's a pretty finish. And I keep looking, and I was like, I need to get this bit done. And so I finally got to the point where I whipped out my sander, and I got all the seams that I had previously done. I got them all nice and down to a base level. Not like totally gone, but I got them so they could be fixed, because previously I was a glop it on, let it dry, sand it down kind of gal. But after this weekend, thin coats are the way to go. Like, I am not patient at all, but I found a way to work around it. uh, and that's mostly by putting it on and having something else to do while it dries. And I now have plenty of projects to work on to let the drywall mud dry. But I had drywall dust everywhere on Saturday, and then I experimented in interior use of leaf blowers for cleaning. And let me tell you, I strongly suggest it. If you have a leaf blower and you're bored and you have a dusty house, open up your windows and have fun. Yes, I absolutely had to wash the curtains. I shut all the doors and I blocked it so like when I turned on the leaf blower, it was just right down the hallway and out the window. It probably looked like just a poof of dust just shot out my house. It was so much fun. All the dog hair, everything just poof. Um, so that was Saturday. I got it all cleaned up. It looks really fantastic. Oh, that's not cool, Jewel. I uh I rest assured, I my body is paying for it. Friday night, what did I do Friday night when I got home? Oh yeah, Friday night is when I gremlined and I got the tool area all clean. But in freeing up all of my tools, I was able to get a lot more projects done. One of which was also in the hallway where um, I found my punch set and I had a hammer. I have like 5 hammers because I lose hammers a lot. So I just go and buy another hammer because they're not really expensive tools. So actually I have a couple really nice hammers that I need to clean up, but I have like a framing hammer, which is really nice. I have, for whatever reason, I have a world's best dad hammer. I think I just got it in a pile of tools and it just happened to be the world's best dad. So I got a hammer that says the world's best dad. Um, and I have a lot of I have little short hammers for when I go to craft fairs. I have one of those that goes to craft fairs with me. Um, but I took my punch set and I set nails because my house is 110, 115 years old, so it's set a little bit, and some of the nails like to poke through, and just hammering it down so it's flush with the floor isn't good enough. So I took my punch set, and all those nails got set into, and my hallway is now less creaky. Um, and I won't have to worry about ripping my socks on nails, at least in the hallway and on the stairs. I still have to get to my bedroom, but that's a whole nother ballpark. Oh, whoops. So I also did laundry. Did all the bedding on Saturday, and that was my washer and dryer both need replacing. That's the next round of appliances. Right now, it's just putting up with them until we can replace them. And we got husband creature's heavy bag all set up to so he can use it. Um, so it's been a pretty eventful weekend. He weed whacked the yard this morning, and after stream today, uh, I will be I will be taking the lawnmower out and making sure it's running and everything. So oh, and I got a 5-minute project done. Now, mind you, my house is not haunted. My house has its own personality, and I've been fussing with it. I've been taking things out of it. I've been securing and lifting. And one of the things I bought at Home Depot when I went is I finally bought um, the uh, the footing needed to lift up the starting the process of fixing my addition. I bought the very first support that I'm going to need. Now, mind you, I only need, let's see, in theory, I only need 4 or 5. I might do overkill and I might get 6 supports to lift up and hold the structure um, as a house jack. And I, oh, it's an ad break. So if those who can hear me, awesome. If not, I'm waiting for the ads to stop. Oh, okay. So ads are all done. So I bought the very first house jack that I need to get the house up, or the addition up, I should say. And I'm super excited about that. But Saturday, I got up, not raining. Went out, did my chores, not raining. I get ready to go outside. Hello, Hache. Uh, so the second I get ready to go outside, of course it starts raining. So, uh, but what how because it started raining is why I did the inside, like I did the mudding and whatnot, and it looks fantastic. Like it's only one wall that I've tackled so far, but it looks really good, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Is now that I got the really big patches like sanded out, like I used. If you ever want to use a rotary sander, orbital sander. Um, it's 180 grit sandpaper that they use to sand drywall down, and I just went to town. It was so dusty, the smoke alarm went off. Uh, I'm just hoping that I can stay connected today. I upgraded to Windows 11 because my computer was a 10. Um, and I made sure to back up all of my shit because every time I upgraded to 11 previously, it was good for about a week, and then my computer just crashed, and it was very upsetting. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. So Saturday was pretty eventful. I didn't get any real arts and crafts done till later. I got my Meadow Dragon done. His adoption page is up on Rock Creature Creations. And again, I don't make stuff people need, so that is how I also do art trades. So remember that, peeps. If you watch the stream and you get to know me, I will gladly do art trades. I do cross stitch. I do the crocheting stuff. Like I love to do art trades. So but the latest Meadow Dragon is up, and I don't even know where he's sitting right now. I think he's behind me. Yeah, he's behind me. Itty bitty on my screen, so I can only imagine a cell phone. Like, I don't look at myself in the size that Twitch sees me in. So, but he's super cute. I like the paper wire that I got for him. I think I just need to go to make sure I buy tough enough wire at the hardware store though, because it's not long enough to do a continuous piece throughout the entire thing. So there's taping, and there's more cons than pros to the wire that I used in that one. Oh my goodness. That's like a happy sad situation. But yeah, we got Husband Creature's heavy bag all hung. So I might start practicing kicks and punches just for some at-home exercise. Besides, it's hanging in the kitchen, so I can beat it up. But talk. So I post on Facebook not as much as I probably should because uh, last week was my processing week. I'm feeling a lot better this week. I'm less pissy. I'm still bummed out, but I'm not as overwhelmed as I was last week. I needed the couple of days off to decompress and just exist. Um, and so I'm side hustling my butt off, and through Facebook, I get so many scammers. It's not even funny. Like I will post, and that's one of the reasons I don't post a whole lot of pictures of what I'm doing. It's not because I don't want to show it off to you guys. God knows in the Discord, I show off all kinds of stuff, and then I get self conscious because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be showing all this stuff off. Um, so when I post on Facebook, it's generally very intentional. It's like, okay, this is a work in progress. I'll post a link when it's all done, and that's what I'm doing now. From the past couple Meadow Dragons out, like, yes, I'll show off what I'm working on. Um, but I'll either say, yes, it's totally for sale. Here's the link, or hey, look, it's a picture for tax. And I got a picture about the Meadow Dragon that I just posted online today because I was just updating my stuff, and hey, I'm alive, I'm still creating, yada yada yada. And someone messages me with a picture of the half-done Meadow Dragon going, is this for sale? And I know it's a scammer. I'm not dumb. I got excited when I first put my Facebook page up. I got so excited when someone messaged me about one of the items I'd shown, and they're like, hey, is it for sale? And I was gung-ho. I was like, yeah, let's do this. I can. And then, yeah. So I post the link, and I see their message, and then I send them the link to go to the store to purchase the dragon. And they're like, well, where are you located? How much does it cost? And I told them, I was like, well, if you are a legitimate human being who wants to purchase this item, I just gave you the link. If you are not, I suspect your profile will be gone soon. They generally block me. And so, let's see, what am I looking at here? I'm kind of surprised. Oh yes, books. Yes, I am. I'm giving away books. Let's see. How many books is that? 5 books? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is for only this month, so I'm not gonna do like the 10 books. Just yeah. I'm giving away 2 autographed copies of Straw Girl for books. So there'll be 2 drawings on that. I'm also for presents. I'm doing, and it's in my shop. I haven't yoinked it out. I haven't even started it yet, but that's to come. For Pride Month, I'll be doing the Pride Helix that I have in my store with the heart around it. That'll be presents that goes out for June. It's also Men's Mental Health Month, and I do have a ribbon cross stitch pattern for that I will be rolling out shortly. I did it last year, but I didn't roll it out in time, and I figure I still have it. I'm going to roll it out, and hopefully some people will enjoy it. Oh my goodness. Do. And the reason books is at such a low point level is because I am encouraging people to come view my stream. You can craft next to me. You can read next to me. You can listen to me chitter to myself and giggle. We got both the air conditioners. um, well, I encourage the half alive part of you to thrive. The pain and suffering I wish would die in a car fire because it does not make me happy. But yeah, tomorrow Straw Girl comes out. A it's $5 on Kindle, um, $5 USD on Kindle, and it is, I believe, $15 for the book if you don't want to take a risk in the entry. But it's on Amazon. It's through Rowan Publishing. Um, I need to make another. Hey, I need to get the TikTok of My Little Ponies out of my drafts because I fell off the bandwagon last week. Last week was a processing week for me, um, and I did as much as I could with the bandwidth that I had, and I'm feeling a little better. I don't want to totally like. I'm gonna go in to work tonight. We'll see. We'll see how cheery I am tomorrow, but I want to get back on my little bandwagon of I have it's okay to have more than $2 and five pencils because it absolutely is, and I've been using all of these outlets to clean and build myself up a little bit in life, and hopefully in me working on me and showing it to the world, I'm helping other people at least get a smile on their face for the day. Ooh, ooh. Well, I you could get one of those pee in a cup for women's. I'm sorry, but I'm generally around. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Need to find all the controls for my audio. My audio is all over the place, at least on the outside. Um, I need the one thing I didn't get done this weekend was to call Bridget and work on a day that she can come on stream. So, monthly goals. Monthly goals. For Divine Instinct, I am hoping to get to 6.5%. I'm at 5.89, somewhere in that ballpark. Probably a little more now that I've gotten almost 100 stitches done. But my goal for Divine Instinct is 6.5%. My goal for Call Dance is a page finish. Whatever percentage that is, I'm hoping to get page 2 all done. But I've kept myself pretty busy. And moving in the forward direction. That's what's important sometimes for me is just being able to take a couple steps forward and not backsliding. It's okay. It's okay if you stand still for a little bit. I stood still for years and years and years, not really going anywhere, but not backsliding. And I'm trying to take baby steps forward to 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 get to where I want to be. I've started moving forward again, and it's a lot of hard work, but I can do it. I looked at I looked at a couple more expensive things that I want to get for my craft room, because currently I use a big garage storage shelving unit, and it's super deep. It's good for big things. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of my crafty things are small things, and I want longer, more narrow shelves. And I was looking at those, and nothing's cheap anymore. But that's my goal, is to get a corner shelf that is long and narrow, um, so I can put supplies on it. Ooh. I like pretty yarn. I've been very, very good about not buying more. I bought patterns. So I have three. I'm working on the first of it's supposed to be a magnet, but the first one I'm making is has been sized up, so I know what it's supposed to look like. I know the feel of it, and honestly, just to see what it looks like sized up. And I'm almost done. Um, it's the first time I've used puff stitches in excess, and I actually kind of like them. It looks like the way that this particular pattern is done, it looks like it is dragon scales, and it's super cool because it's a dragon that's all curled up, like its tail is all curled up. It looks like it looks like it's hanging from a branch or something like that with its tail, and it's a magnet. But I don't think my first is not going to be a magnet. But I've had that pattern for a little bit. The patterns I bought is I bought a skull dragon. It's a little dragon that kind of looks like Cubone. Or if you go onto Amazon, those inflatable costumes, the skeleton dragon, it kind of looks like that. Uh, Super cute. And I bought one of those. I also bought, well, I didn't buy one, I bought the pattern. And I also bought a pattern for a dragon that is designed to wrap around your arm for like Ren fairs, for like shoulder pets and whatnot. So I'm excited to experiment with that too, because my skill lies in taking several, like, different aspects from patterns and whatnot. Hello. Ooh. Ooh. Um, I got an arm dragon. It's a wearable, so I'm kind of excited to try that one out. And because I love them, I got a Luna moth pattern, and in theory I could use the wings to put on one of the myriad of dragons that I have. Um, but I bought the Luna moth pattern kind of for the wings. Like I wanna design a Luna dragon. But that's where I spent my money this weekend. And I bought groceries and paid bills. So I adulted and I had a little bit of fun. But I have more than enough yarn to support the patterns that I bought. Mhm. Mhm. you. Almost done with the first block of 100. And then the next block is not fully solid. It's the gets down into the glitter, the glitterific part. Yeah, well, send me a link to one. I'll make sure you get it. How's that sound? Like I get frustrated with paid patterns too, but as someone who creates patterns, I understand the effort and energy that goes into it. And if someone's selling a pattern for $5, I'll like I think I mean I buy heaven and yes, I wait till sales obviously, but I buy heaven and earth patterns and they're $20 a pop. Um, Crafty intentions like the meadow dragons and whatnot, a $10 pattern, well worth it, well worth every penny. But I figure I can make stuff and sell stuff for it, and the patterns don't go bad, so it's an investment. Ah! I pay $19 for patterns I only make once. rest, rest assured, I don't generally repeat my giant cross stitches. Once they're made, that's it. Even my kits, like yeah, I save the patterns. Like every kit that I've ever made, I have the paper. I should rephrase. Yeah, every kit that has come from my drawer, I save the paper pattern, even as highlighted and as trashy as they are. I have the paper pattern for every pattern that I have created in cross stitch that I've made. I've I I I appreciate the people who give away free patterns. Um, and and honestly, I it'll take me years to even consider pattern creating for crochet. Like I totally need a pattern. I am that person. I can't I can't freestyle. I totally need to paint by numbers when it comes to crochet. I still I tried not to get too like uppity. I don't know if uppity is the word I'm looking for. Um, I I've only really been crocheting for a short amount of time. Like dragon can crochet circles around me. Um, and I think I've done pretty good in following the patterns and whatnot. Like I can work like if I make a mistake, I'm generally okay with working around like a mistake, even in crochet. Like so, like I've noticed, like if you're one or two stitches off, you get that twist. Like some of my baby dragons are they're kind of head tilting, and I'm like it gives them character. I'm keeping it. Um, my I'm really pleased with my most recent meadow dragon. He has claws, and I the stitches were tight enough. Sleep well, Hutchie. Thank you for stopping by. I I'm hoping, because initially, and it all worked out, so I'm not upset. But the initial claws that I had wanted to order were longer, like more hook claws, and I got little nubs, I got little stud claws, and I'm fine with that. They worked out perfectly. But I want I want talons for my next one. And I ordered some. Like, I went back to that same vendor because they were pretty good. And I'm hoping, I am hoping I ordered the right kind. But my eyesight's not great, so there's a good chance that I get more of the little ones, and that's fine. They do the job. They're cute. It's funny now that I have, like, now that I can see the floor in my tool area. I have a lot of little containers, and now I need to sort through all of my nuts, my bolts, my washers, all of that fun stuff, because I have more than enough. I have more than enough containers to hold them. So that's not the worry. It's just getting through and sorting all of them that is going to be the frustration point. And then resorting all of my drill bits, all of my screwdriver bits. I need to get a small bowl of CLR going. I actually think I'm just going to use tinfoil and baking soda and hot water, but that's a that's a whole nother that's a whole nother science experiment, which is fun. If you ever want to polish a metal with to lift the tarnish off, um, baking soda, boiling water, put a sheet of tinfoil at the bottom of like a sink or a bowl or something. Put the item in there, make sure it's fully covered. Cover it in baking soda and dump the hot water in, and it will remove the tarnish without scuffing the surface of the metal. So it doesn't, like with silver. Silver things are generally just silver plated. They're not pure silver because silver is a very soft metal. It's very malleable. So that it's kind of like gold. Um, it's generally plated to something when it's used as a dish. So when you use a brush or a chemical to scrape off the tarnish, you're also taking some of the silver with it. And the baking soda tinfoil chemical reaction doesn't actually remove any of the metal, it lifts the tarnish. And it's a lot cheaper than those. I agree. I am not good with stickers. It's on my list. Um, I have some experiments that I'm looking to do, but yeah, I totally agree. I need stickers. I need I need more stickers for the stream too, but it falls into that category of I can do it, but it will take me time. Now, if someone wants to toss me some quotes, I can prepare, save, and pay for services. I don't not gonna go out I'm not gonna go out into the wild of the interwebs. I have a lot of good artist friends, but at the same time, they're like, "No, we don't want to accept payment from you," and I'm like, "No, no, you will." So that's a whole argument that I haven't had the spoons to get into. Like, the extent of my art ability is the bobbin used for the bobbin illustration that is used for like the points. That was me. The angry bobbin was Ari and Polar Bear Dad. So like lots of people have come in and helped, but some people who did the things are no longer around. I will find if you have time, feel free to draft. I will find a way to compensate you because money, while it is a form of compensation, it is not the only form of compensation. Like I can ship you over a dragon. I can there are things. I can do stuff and things. I like to honestly, I like to barter more than I like to use money. Mostly because I have a lot of cool skills that don't get me a whole lot of money, but people send people like them, and I'm like, I will gladly do a thing. No, that's not what I want. Urgh. Like when you look at my shop and you see the prices of like the sea serpent, which is going for $200, or the meadow dragons, which are 150 and $100. That is because that's based off of these are wants, not needs. That's what's going through my brain. My crochet is not a need. You will not die if you do not get my crochet. I promise. It's not that awesome. It's not a life saving device. No, no, dragon. If I were gonna go over to Scotland or the UK or wherever, I would definitely make a vacation of it. I have to bring husband creature too because he wants to go over too. Though he would much rather go over into Asia, but I wanna visit some of the places of my lineage because I'm not just subtropic, which is hilarious because I live in Maine. The subtropic in me goes the fuck, but the Isle of Skye is where, and I know that's Ireland. I think that's Ireland. The Isle of Skye is where a large portion of my family heralds from. Yes, yes. I'd first need to work on that whole passport thing. I got my real ID. That's good enough. But I legit would need to get a passport because I don't have one. My mom is very Irish. Uh, the last name that came off the boat, which none of the family carries anymore. So people hoping to steal my identity would be in tough. But none of my lineage carries the name anymore. But it's Cloud, which coming from the Isle of Skye just adds new levels of hilarity to it. But Cloud was the name of my great 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 grandmother. And it's funny, like my Nana, her last name, like both of my dad's side of the family, their last names are like the Smiths of their respective lineages. So my Nana's last name was Melanson, which in up in the province, up in Quebec and New Brunswick, that's like Smith. And my dad is Navarro. As far as I know, I'm not related to any of the Navarros that are in Maine. I'm not related to Peter Navarro, who is an awful human being, and I'm not related to Anthony Navarro of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Not related to either one of those, though I could totally get on board with being related to Anthony Navarro.